In the early 2000s, AmCham was the big unknown here in Serbia. Very important, but people around, first of all, Serbian government officials and the Serbian business community was not really aware what the AmCham is. We tried to establish ourselves as important player in the local environment to improve business climate, to do business and invest in Serbia, but also to spread the brand of AmCham to the business community and government.
As always, it's driven by cost in the beginning. So the best is to have an office the size of a postage stamp, pretty small. Our first office wasn't exactly that small, it was a little larger, but it was a reconverted apartment, and it was in the center, everybody could find it. Bringing, let's say, the culture of AmCham into the business culture of Serbia, that in itself I consider an accomplishment. In the very beginning we had the support of the embassy. I remember Bill Montgomery being very instrumental, and a very fine gentleman by the name of Patrick Hughes, who probably knows more about the Balkans than all of us combined. And he made sure that we stayed focused to the point and got it started for us.
One of the people that I remember the best with the very important impact was Mr. Boško Kostić, who was distinguished banker, president of Raiffeisen Bank in Serbia at that time, but also with a huge history in the banking and business community in Serbia and in Yugoslavia. And he was instrumental in connecting AmCham with the business community in Serbia. And unfortunately, he passed away, but we all remember him as someone who contributed a lot to AmCham in our country. One thing that I'm very proud of is the increase of the membership during 2.5 years that I was president, which went from 40 to 140. So it was something which was very important then, by getting the critical mass, both as an influence in the community, in the environment, but also from organizational reasons, because AmCham became the organization which is basically today, with the infrastructure and everything that it's important.
I think that the endorsement of the role of a leader in change, that was both a vision and a motivating factor for AmCham members, is actually what I'm most proud of. As a group, I think we were a very strong force to advocate in favor of more change, more productive change, more changes in the economic environment to achieve level play field and economic development.
If I'm the international investor who wants to invest in Serbia, I go and talk to AmCham to get the opinion about the situation in Serbia, about the pros and cons, about the things that are going well here, about the things that are not going well. If I am the investor who is already present in Serbia as the member of the American Chamber of Commerce, I will always go back to my association and ask for help when I need to talk to the government, to the public sector officials about the aftercare that I need to have in order to be successful in this country. And if I want to promote Serbia to my partner companies to also come here, invest, and establish and incorporate their operations, I will go back to AmCham and ask for their help on how to promote Serbia outside of the borders of Serbia.
I think the role of AmCham is to facilitate the establishment of a more predictable environment, leading constructive change through business practices and fostering business development through trade and investments. This is today's AmCham role, and this is going to be tomorrow's AmCham role in 10 years' time.
After 10 years, we can say that we made constructive suggestions and comments on more than 80 laws and bylaws on one side. On the other side, We organize and participate in more than 150 roundtables, meetings and conferences with the economic policymakers in Serbian environment.
I believe that AmCham was able to be a key partner to the government in an effort to minimize the impact of the global recession. What I am most proud of is that we are able to strengthen the dialogue with the government and develop additional channels of communication, which has also benefited AmCham in 2011 and will continue to strengthen AmCham's influence in the future.
10 years later, AmCham now has become institutionalized, both in the business community, but in its ability to communicate with government. And that is a big accomplishment when you can say after 10 years your organization has become an institution.
AmCham's membership has proven that they have the knowledge and experience to work with the government and the community to be a leading voice in providing realistic solutions to today's business problems, and that this will benefit Serbia today and in the future.
I think that the main subject for Serbia will be European integration, and AmCham will look forward to be a significant participant in suggestion and accelerator of that process. We hope that with our suggestions and improving the local environment and economic environment in Serbia is crucial for that kind of integration and speeding up with the realistic world. AmCham is in Serbia
For 10 years now.
We are a leader
in change.
We lead
To succeed.
Živeli!